But guess what? The reality hits. And for a year, I'm trying, learning, coaching. Nothing happens. Right. And then eventually I'm so down that I stopped looking at my bank account. I'm literally down to $98.25. Can't even go back home and nowhere to go. And I've been trying to strategize and trying to look at deals and see if there's any way that I can do something. And then there was just one deal that I had in which I was able to help the homeowner, was able to help my investor. And guess what? I made my first $10,000.
Mm.
Since then, in the first 3 years, I've netted over $1.2 million with none of my own money, flipped over 18 properties. So that's my little story.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Super excited to be here today. I'm excited for you guys to learn about this gentleman's journey. Now, I'm not sure he's going to give you as much as he gave me, but I'm going to tell you, if you want to see somebody turn the real estate thing around, this is your guy. And I believe and I hope he's going to tell us a little bit about that story that he told me. But he's done a fantastic job, has really grown his business. And what he's about to do in the future, well, like the soon future, I mean, like right around the corner future, is absolutely amazing. And so I am so glad to introduce you all to Mr. Ankur Puri. Mr. Ankur, how you doing today, sir?
Hey, thank you, Quentin. Thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate the time. Well, my name is Ankur Puri. I'm going to introduce myself a little bit.
Yes, sir.
I'm based out of Toronto, Canada. I came here in 2010 on a student visa, studied for 2 years, worked in a restaurant for a year, did not like it, quit my job, and I always had a dream to do real estate. So I jumped right into it, thinking I'm going to be a multimillionaire just like everybody else. But guess what? The reality hits. And for a year, I'm trying, learning, coaching. Nothing happens. Right. And then eventually I'm so down that I stopped looking at my bank account. I'm literally down to $98.25. Can't even go back home and nowhere to go. And I've been trying to strategize and trying to look at deals and see if there's any way that I can do something. And then there was just one deal that I had in which I was able to help the homeowner, was able to help my investor. And guess what? I made my first $10,000. Since then, in the first 3 years, I've netted over $1.2 million with none of my own money, flipped over 18 properties. So that's my little story.
Oh, man. I love it, man. And thank you for telling the story, because I told him, I mean, I think you said, what, $98.25? That's what was in your account?
That's
And then you made your first $10,000. Then in your first 3 years, 1.2 million. And this is coming from India in 2010 on a student visa. Oh, man, I absolutely love it. So, Ankur, we're going to get more into the business, but I want to get more into you. But those things that you just gave me, I say this probably once every podcast, Ankur, that destiny has no wasted moments, right? Meaning the moments in our destination, they matter. They have built up to the moments to where we are now. And so we borrow from the tough times. We borrow from the good times. We borrow from the times we might have been indecisive. Like all of these moments have kind of built to where we are now. So, Encore, I would love to know throughout your journey to where you are now in real estate, what has these moments taught you about yourself? Has it taught you discipline, resilience? Like, what have these moments taught you, sir?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
For sure. See, right from the start, there was one thing that was always in my head in credit, that no matter what happens, you have to walk the right path. And there were times when I did not have any money, and of course my deals were failing. And there are always two kind of people in your head, and one is do this, the other guys don't do this. And I always have this where they were like, just do a part-time job, get something, because I don't have my parents here. I didn't have nobody. I'm not living in someone's basement for free. So yeah, I have all the cost, because especially as an international student, it's very expensive. Um, but on the other side, I told myself, if I don't do this, right now is the time, right? If I don't do it, the worst thing is what? I'm going to fail. Guess what? It's a blessed country. I can still become a dishwasher, and then I can still get my minimum wage, and I'm okay with that. And that's when I took the leap and did what I did. During my journey, what I have also understood is um, sticking to your principles, making sure what you say is what you do, over deliver, under promise. Those are the things that will really help you in your business moving forward. Because no matter who it is that you talk to, and no matter how much money anybody has, the one thing that we really care about is not even the money, it's about the person that they're dealing with. It's all about relationships, trust, and integrity. And that's what counts. I mean, nowadays I have investors that they don't even want to look at what I'm buying. And I'm like, you can't do that. You have to go and see what I'm buying. They're like, I don't care what you buy. I'm like, what if I take your money and run away tomorrow, right? They were like, I don't care. They trust me so much that I feel way more obligated to make sure that I deliver even better than what I did before.
And I love it, man. You said so many things that I'm gonna build on later, but I love your perspective. I love how you saying about the character of delivering what it is that you said you're going to deliver, and don't over deliver, right? Like, don't, if anything, be able to under promise and over deliver, but just don't try to say something you can't deliver it. So that's what I'm pretty much trying to say. I love it, man. What are some of the strategies that you picked up business wise that really help you turn things around?
See, that's a good thing that you actually just hit the nail there, because I am a strategic real estate investor. So what I really do is in each deal, I come up with different strategies that we can do to make more money. I'll give you a small example. I did one property over here, not that far from Toronto. And the mortgage on the property was around 130,000 or so. And I got that property for 111. Now you might
Mm,
ask, how that even possible? Because
mm,
if you know how the law works, you can always make sure it works in your favor. So there were two mortgages on that. One was, of course, from the lender. The other one was from the government. And the way the government loans work is that if the property values go higher and when you sell, you got to give them a percentage. But the other clause also says that if the property goes for less than what it's worth or what the mortgage is, then they're going to write off that particular mortgage. So I had the appraisal done. It came to 110 or 111. Well, guess what? I get that 20,000. I don't have to spend that 20,000 extra, and I'm able to get the property for cheap. And at the same time, I was able to help the person who was selling me the property to get a new place, because I helped her to find another place, negotiate on her behalf, and got that place to her 30,000 cheaper than what it was listed. So you
yeah,
see, it's not about just me making money. It's about strategizing and understanding what the seller really wants, and is there anything that I can do to make that happen.
yeah,
Something
yeah.
similar happened with my other deal where the seller already had a better offer than what I was offering. And I
Mm,
told him, listen, I don't want to take someone else's bread and butter. You know what? It's okay. Just go ahead, take the deal, because I can offer you that. but I can offer you a lot more than, just the money part. And you won't believe we were sitting from 1 o'clock in afternoon till 9 p.m. Right. And we were just chit chatting. We became good friends. Eventually he called the guy and he told him, "Hey, I don't want your offer. I'm gonna, take your paperwork and I'm just gonna tear it off." And he's like, "Why? What are you getting?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm getting, well, I think they were offering them probably 350, I think. And I think he had an offer of 370. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm getting 350." He's like, "Are you nuts? I'm giving you 20,000 more. Why do you want to not take my offer?" He's like, "No, no, it's none of your business."
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Reason that he did that because I was able to, again, to get him a property that he wanted and give him a second mortgage on that property so he can own that property, the bigger one that he wanted, right? Because it's about what do they want and how I can help them. And in whole ordeal, I was able to get the property cheap. I was able to make money on the second mortgage that I gave him, and then we were able to renovate for a very good price and make profit on the end as well. So there are a lot of different strategies I use. I would also do vendor take backs where, I'll give them some money up front, doing vendor take back so they get money every month. Eventually we do it. So there's so many strategies that we use in every deal. And the reason to do that is because it's not one way to skin the cat. There's so many ways that you can do that. We get renovation rebate over here in Canada. So when you're renovating, if you do certain things, you get money from the government. Guess what? That's another $10,000, $15,000 going back in the deal. So why not? So they're just, if you know what you were looking for, you will always get more out of the same deal. So that's how I normally strategize my deals.
See, I love it. And I think the way that you help people, I think it has a lot to do with your moments in destiny, like where you started out and like where you are now, like you having to go through your journey and the way you was able to go through some difficulties and some transitions. I think that gives you the lens to really be able to help people when they're going through their difficulties and their transitions as well. And so I love it, man. I love your, what I call a servant's heart. And I think at the foundation of any sustainable business is servitude. That's what I just strongly believe. And so for you just to sit with people, really build rapport with people, to me is just it's showing your servant's heart. So yeah. So man, what's your next real goal? What are you looking to solve a scale next, sir?
So this is where I'm heading to now. I am doing much larger deals now, which is close to 100 mil, 50, 70 mil. And these ones are international deals that I'm looking at, which very high upside. Like I was saying, there was one deal I'm looking at in Dubai right now, where we are getting a building in one of the best areas in Dubai. And this one is way below market. The appraised value for this particular deal is $180 million. And we are getting it for 120. The only thing that we really have to do is sever all the titles in the building and just sell them individually. You don't have to do no renovations. So I'm looking at those kind of deals. There's another one in the similar lines, not that far from this property as well. So, and I'm looking for strategic capital partners who would be interested in being a part of this particular amazing deals that's coming and coming my way.
I love it. I love what you're about to do. I love the international piece that you're about to add, the component. Let me ask you this, because you mentioned relationships. And so I want to get your perspective on relationship building within real estate, within the industry. I want to know your perspective. Has relationships served you well? How do you go about building relationships? Talk to me a little bit about relationships.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
So honestly, in my business, relationship is the key, especially because I'm not from here. So for me, I didn't really know anybody when I started real estate. And the way it works for me is you have 24 hours, right? And in the day, you have enough time to spend on certain things. So rather than going and meeting everybody and talking about stuff that doesn't matter, I would rather spend the time meeting people who are worth it and they see the worth in me. And then eventually what happens is we build our relationships. When you see people and let's say in the same group or let's say in the same meetup or something like that, you tend to understand what someone's looking for. And then you bring that on the table for them and say, hey, would you like to be a part of this with me? Knew that you were looking, let's say someone says, I got 200,000, I want to flip a property. Great. If I get something within that range, I can say, hey, I got something for 150, maybe 25 reno. Would you be interested in something like that? And then that's how we build relationships. And more about, and more so the way it works for me is that I want to make sure that if I tell them something, and it's gonna happen. Otherwise, I would just not open my mouth. That's the key for me. So that's why, like I said before, I would under promise and over deliver because I think that just works way better. Because sometimes if you say you're gonna make 100,000 and they make 95, they may not be as happy, right? But if I tell them you're gonna make 80 and they make 100, they're gonna be on top of them. So I look at the things in that perspective, and that's what they like it too because they know that no matter what, that I'm not that I'm somebody who's going to make sure that they can sleep okay at night. And that's what the kind of relationship I built with them. And it's funny that I just remembered there was a deal that came to my investor's desk through somebody else. And he was asking me questions too. Should I do this? I said, see, I don't know the deal. I don't know what's going on. If you feel it's right, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you do it or not do it because it's not my deal, right? I cannot do that. And he's like, okay. He said, okay, I don't want to do it. I said, okay. And then after a week, the same deal came to me because I got in touch with the same seller. And I told him, hey, do you want to do this deal? I got this deal and this is what it is. He's like, yeah, if you're doing it, I'm on it. I don't care what the numbers are. I said, but you just had the deal a week ago and you said no. Why you want to do it now? He goes like, because you are involved in it. That's why. And and then it realized then that what made me realize is, what's really important is the relationship that you build, the trust that you have built. And that goes a very long way. So that's why I really believe in relationships 100%.
Ankur, man, I absolutely love the way you look at things. I love the way the lens in which you do business, the way you build relationships, the way you help people, the way you create space for people within this thing called real estate. I really do. I love the way you're going about this, sir. Listen, Encore, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
Sure. As well, they can go to my website, which is www.ankurpuri.com. That's ANKURPURI.com. You can send me an email at connect@ankurpuri.com as well, or just go to my website and send me a message. Either way, it comes straight to me. And if you're an accredited investor who is looking to make really good money in real estate and is open to deals outside internationally, then please reach out because we're looking at much bigger things right now.
Well, sir, let me say three things to you sincerely. Thank you for your time. You could have been anywhere in the world, and doing something, but you chose to spend time with us. So thank you for that. Secondly, thank you for your story, man. Thank you for what I call the gift of your transparency and your vulnerability, man. I believe stories have a way of planting seeds in people that will help them course correct, change their perspective. And so thank you for your story. Lastly, thank you for your perspective, the way you think, your mindset, and bringing that mindset to this platform. I greatly appreciate you coming through today, sir.
Well, thank you so much for having on your show. I really appreciate that you're doing that because you know what? It was me a long time ago looking at these podcasts and trying to understand and trying to get the courage to do something. And, it really helps. So I think you're doing a great job by actually taking the time from your personal life to do this and help other people. So I really, really do appreciate it.
I appreciate that, sir. So listen, y'all heard Mr. Encore. Look in the show notes, get in contact with him, especially you that's ready to do these international investments. Get in contact with him. And definitely make sure you are subscribed here because I promise you we're going to continue to bring up amazing people just like Mr. Encore. So thank you again, sir. I really appreciate you. And everyone else, y'all have a fantastic day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.